What's up, YouTube? My name is Mike Hill, the entrepreneur, coming back with some more entrepreneurial content. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 12 habits of successful people. Let's go. So, the first habit of a successful person is someone that wakes up early. So, I know I'm guilty of it. I have a family, so when my kids go to sleep and my wife is asleep, that's honestly my me time so I can get graphics done. I can work on editing videos and do a lot of stuff. But one thing that I have noticed is when I do go to sleep early and I wake up early, I tend to have a much better day. My day starts to go a lot smoother. So successful people, they wake up early, they have a plan, they kind of already know what they're doing. They wake up, they have their routine, which is a great thing. Someone that I cherish the most, and RIP to Mr. Kobe Bryant himself, but he talked about it so much, just about his work, about him going hard every single day, early in the morning, because by the time people were getting up out of their bed, wiping the eye boogers out of their eyes, he had already had a 2-hour workout. He had already put up 1,000 shots. He had already hit the weights before people are actually even getting up. The next thing is going to be embracing failure. So I know myself, sometimes and early in my career and just early in life, it was really tough for me to embrace failure. I felt like I was the worst person when I made a mistake. But I learned as I started to grow as a person and as a business owner, there are mistakes that need to be made, because with each mistake that you make, you grow. So it allows you to know what you shouldn't do. And if you want to know more about my ideas on how you take information and you build that all the way up to knowledge or wisdom, please check out this video, because I do feel like in order for you to be able to grow as a person, in order for you to create wisdom, you have to make mistakes, because when you make mistakes, wisdom is created, wisdom is solidified, and you start to understand what not to do based off of the mistakes that you made. The next habit of successful people is ignoring the status quo. I am known for this because even from the way that I dress, the way that I talk, like I really don't do things for the satisfaction or the acceptance of other people. I do things because they make me feel good, and oftentimes I understand that when something new happens or when something is being pioneered, you're going against the norm. So there's going to be spectators. There's going to be people that don't believe in what's happening. Look at Facebook. Facebook started out as this website that college students can go and communicate, and then it started to grow, and then someone believed in it, and then it just expanded and it exploded, and now look at it. So that's how a lot of businesses are. People look at you like you're crazy until the proof is there. Every product went through a stage of speculation. Everything starts out as an experiment, and it takes you actually doing it and going against status quo, saying, I'm not going to deal with just the norm. I feel like we can achieve more than what's here right now, because if we were all complacent and we just went with status quo, no one would be developing new tech, no one would be developing new medicine, no one would be developing new skills. What is the reason if we're just going to stick to the status quo? So it takes a certain person to actually go against that and push the envelope and keep moving and keep moving and keep moving. And that's why you are an entrepreneur. That's why I'm an entrepreneur, because I want to push the envelope. I want to go against status quo in every way that I can, because why not be the first person at the top of the mountain? When someone says you can't do something, someone says you can't climb that mountain, how great is it going to feel when you actually get to the top of the mountain, right? The next habit of a successful person is reading every day. And if you want to know my philosophy on how I read and how I believe entrepreneurs or successful entrepreneurs should read, please check out this video. Yes, you should read every day, but I really believe that you should not just read just to read, just to look at the words and just to say that you got through a whole nother book and you're at 1,000 books of the year. I want you to read with a purpose. Find information, decipher information, filter information that is vital to you so that you can grow as a person. Okay, so I have a 3-step rule to that. I believe that information is what's found in a book. A book itself is full of information, but in order for you to take away something from that book, you have to look at what things you can apply right now. Some things are going to be above your pay grade. Some things are going to be above your know-how and where you are as a person, and you're not going to be able to understand a concept if you're not there yet. So you have to look at information when you're reading as it being relative to where you are now and it being able to be applied right now. That's how you grow. That's how you're able to soak up information and make that information meaningful to you. But yes, you should read every day. You should educate yourself every day. You should always be in a constant state of learning. Next habit of a successful person is spending money. They don't spend money crazy. You know, they plan. They have good spending habits. They don't go in and they just spend all willy-nilly. They actually have a plan for the money that's coming to them. So they have good ways of controlling and understanding how to manage their money and their cash flow and their income. Want information? Please check out this video. Keep that one short. I won't make that one too long because we could talk a whole lot about money and how you can manage your money. But I will be doing a video where I'm talking about the 3 types of income and what that looks like, and how it affects people and how it affects their habits and things of that nature. Another habit of successful people is they take risk. They make sacrifices. Time is the biggest sacrifice you can ever make, because no matter how much money you got, you can never buy time. Time still ticks for everyone. Being able to make those sacrifices and understanding like, hey, I'm going to make the sacrifice and spend my last $1,000 to start this business. Or I'm going to, sacrifice, like I said, my time or my nights on Tuesdays and Thursdays to go to school and get my education. I'm going to sacrifice going on that honeymoon with my wife to be able to start this business for my wife. I'm going to refinance my home to start this side gig because I think it's going to make money and it's going to come back and we're going to be able to replenish our savings, and we're going to be able to do more. So they're not afraid to make sacrifices. The next thing is they're mild, and when I say mild, they're mild procrastinators because they have a lot of things. And I think successful people, it's not because they don't want to do something. I just think most successful people, they have a couple of things that are happening in their brain, and they're thinking about what they want to do before they do it. So there's a little bit of mild procrastination too. On the outside looking in, they're trying to process and figure out, okay, how can I get this done? How can I do that? And sometimes they take more steps, or they take more precautions than needed because they really want to make sure that the steps that they take are good, are calculated enough to where it. So it wasn't until I got into post-production and I started chopping and editing this video that I realized that my camera shut off and stopped recording. Cannot believe that happened. But what I was saying was there is a little bit of mild procrastination when it comes to successful people because they are calculating, they are thinking about things that they want to do, and sometimes they have multiple things on their mind. But let's get into the next thing, and it kind of adds to this whole situation that just happened, and it's self-improvement. There's many different types of self-improvement, but my perspective, the way I see it, is always looking to add value or build value in what you're doing. As you guys can see, I made a mistake. I'm new to filming YouTube videos. I'm new to creating content. So me sitting in front of a camera and not being able to see the settings, and there's a lot of learning that comes to this, but it's self-improvement. It's me getting better as a person. It's me picking up a new skill. So, situations like this, you want to get better. You want to be a better person. So, taking the time to really try to, improve your skills, improve your value is great. So the next thing kind of goes along with the last habit, and that is self-care or working out. Successful people are on schedules. They do take their personal health serious, whether it be the food that they put into their body, them working out. They really take care of themselves because they know that they have to be able to take care of this temple. They got to be able to take care of what's here, because at the end of the day, if you're poor, if you're successful, your body is going to be with you. You are going to be with you. No matter what happens to the relationships around you, you are constantly with yourself. So you need to take care of yourself. Most successful people have very good relationships, and they do build a community around them. But it's really important to take care of yourself. If the plane goes down, what is the first thing that it tells you? You got to put on your mask before you help someone else. There's a quote that I heard a few years ago, and it said, the best way for me to help someone in need is to help myself. And what I took from that is it's very difficult for you, to help someone else when you're not doing that same thing for yourself. It's just like someone that is a personal trainer and, you're spending all your time working out other people, but then you're not taking the time to actually do it for yourself. You want to make sure the best way for you to help someone is to help yourself. And then once you help yourself, then you can reach back and you can pick up other people. But if you're on the same level as the people that you're trying to help, How was that gonna benefit anybody? Food for thought. Think about that one. And the last one that I have for you is daily meditation. So a few months ago, I was talking to a friend of mine, and he loves to meditate. It's something that he's been doing for a couple of years, and I was asking him about different ways that I can get into it. Meditation, I believe, is a lifestyle. Many years ago, I was able to meet Russell Simmons, and it was probably one of the best experiences that I ever had. And you know, Russell Simmons is known for meditation. He's known for, you know, really being one with himself and taking the time to actually gather his thoughts. And he's in tune with not only his physical, but his spirit and his mental. It's crazy. After talking to my friend, I started doing it myself. I started in small increments. So I started in 5 minutes. And then I'm slowly starting to work my way up to about 7 minutes now. The goal moving into this upcoming week is to do 10 minutes of meditation. And I want to get all the way up. My goal is to get to 30 minutes of meditation. The time that works best for me is when my family is asleep. So what I tend to do is everyone's upstairs, I go downstairs. I typically have my own little area, my little spot, and I literally just let all of the thoughts of the day just release from my body. You're just in the moment, and you're allowing for, you know, your heartbeat to actually, you know, be your thoughts, and you're allowing, like, it gets so real that you can like legitimately feel the blood pulsing through your veins. It is an amazing experience, and I suggest everyone to try to start meditating. So if you like the content of this video, please hit that like button. If you have ideas or you have certain hobbies or traits that you believe that a successful person does, please drop them in the comments below. I read all of my comments. I try to reply to all of the comments that happen. But this is what I'm going to do. If you drop a comment below and you give me a trait and I do another video, I will shout you out. So that is great. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so now by hitting that subscribe button, banging on that notification bell, and I will see you guys next time. Keep being a wonderful entrepreneur and grow.